one show that I loved from last year that is getting a season two, Hijack from Apple TV Plus. We talked about this a little bit
Yeah.
several months ago. So, as you can understand from probably the premise, even just by the title of the show, sort of what it's about. So, I don't know if this is just the unluckiest guy in the world or sort of what they're going to do with the season two. I hate to make a living being on hijacked planes, but
Yeah.
this one with this show with Idris Elba was 6 episodes. I mean, nonstop action and kept your interest. It was kind of a TV gone by series. It was just, I thought, phenomenal. Glad they're going to do a season two, but I have no idea what they're going to do with it.
Yeah, it's been on my radar. I just haven't watched it. I was about to ask, like, is the plane still being hijacked at the end of season one? Because that'd be surprising. So yeah, I see what you mean. It's a little bit of a Speed 2 vibe. Oh,
Yeah,
now it's
right.
a boat. Oh no.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll see what they do, but the way the season one ends, they sort of set Idris Elba up as a character who could do certain things in certain situations, maybe going forward. Doesn't necessarily have to be a hijack plane, so he can
mm,
play that role in lots
ooh,
of different
ooh, 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 ooh,
circumstances.
ooh. Maybe they'll put him in a situation where like he has to hijack the
There
plane.
you go. There you
Right?
go. All right, now we're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. I have no idea. So I hear that. So I watch it. I love Idris Elba. Did you ever watch Luther?
Yes, I've seen some of Luther. Yeah, first
Uh,
first season, I think.
the first season was just excellent. Like knock it out of the park, good. And I recall the second season thinking like, this is pretty good. And I think they've made more since then, but I was already kind of feeling like they lost the magic of
Yeah.
the first season. But he's really good. Other things, and we're getting a lot of show announcements. All right. So I mean,
All the time.
um, be aware, those who are listening. I'm going to mention a couple of things. We'll talk about them, and they probably won't be on the air for another year or two. For all right,
If we're
um,
lucky.
but a couple of things that seemed really exciting to me personally. HBO apparently is going to adapt Gillian Flynn's novel Dark Places. We were talking about this a little bit before we signed on. You said you've seen Gone Girl. Do you enjoy Gone Girl?
I did enjoy Gone Girl. I mean, this was obviously the about 10 years ago. This was the global phenomenon, this book, and then the Ben Affleck Rosamund Pike movie. Did enjoy that movie quite a bit. I have not seen Sharp Objects. I'm looking at her sort of history here, Gillian Flynn's history here. There's not much left after Dark Places to adapt. Apparently, she's got something in the works, but I've heard great things about Sharp Objects. It's definitely on my list. So yeah, I mean, HBO found success with that one. They're surely going to pick up with whatever they can that's left. And it seems like the one book that has not been adapted yet.
Yeah, Sharp Objects, quite good. I did watch it as it aired. I haven't revisited it, but it's one of those things that I do think about potentially revisiting at some point. Watching it in real time, the way that it ended, I had some minor quibbles about. I wasn't so sure about, but I do. But that makes me wonder if I did take the time and rewatch it, maybe I'd come around on that. That certainly happened to me before with, say, The Sopranos, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
Um, Infamous ending of a show with that one. Um, but yeah, looking forward to that. Again, nowhere near a release date. This is like hey, we're going to start producing the show. And, you know, actually, sometimes those things don't even happen. But I'm
Yeah.
fairly confident given that it's HBO, they have the history with Gillian Flynn. And yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that was going to happen. Same
I
with,
think for some people, it just becomes we're going to acquire the rights to this so that no one else can do it. We have it when we're ready for it. We don't want anyone else taking over this project.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, it does kind of seem like Gillian Flynn, we're gonna, you gotta adapt all her work,
Exactly.
like it's sort of feel like that. So um I'm fairly confident. Another one, so this is also a book adaptation. Apparently the working title at least is Death by Lightning.
Yeah.
This seems a little bit further along. You've got the Game of Thrones creators attached. Benioff and Weiss are attached. I don't know how I feel about that, but I am all on board for the fact that it's also supposed to star Matthew Macfadyen and Michael Shannon. Particularly the latter for me gets me excited. Um, What do you think?
Yeah, so this is interesting. I guess Netflix has got Benioff and Weiss as sort of a multi-show deal of sorts. We've talked about how next month we will have Three Body Problem from these same
Hmm.
two will debut towards the end of the month. Um, but boy, if you had given me 1,000 guesses as to what they would do next, I don't know that I would have come up with this story about the assassination of James Garfield. I just yeah,
Yeah,
sure, the people in it sound great, but I have no idea how you're going to do something like that.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm not enough of history buff. Oh, I don't like that word. But anyway, I know a little bit about what happened to James Garfield. I don't actually know the details, so I am interested also on the historical front. Um, my surface level understanding is that um, the guy who, well, ultimately killed him was like had been a fan or supporter or whatever, and so I don't know. I've seen some people saying that the book is quite good. I don't have it at the ready. The title of the book is a little bit different, but I'm sure people could find that easily enough. Um, so I don't know. I'm excited about this.
I think it was smart to, and again, we have no idea how long it will be before we see this, but smart to get Matthew Macfadyen in this show. I mean, I think there is a group of people that anything Tom Wamsgam is in for the future, they will watch it. Like he just developed that much of
Yeah,
a following. So this was a smart move, I think.
yeah, and I can see that again. I'll say it whenever it comes up. I guess not personally, really a Succession fan. I know a lot of people are. Michael Shannon, though. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like I haven't. He did something relatively recently on like Showtime that didn't really. The topic didn't really pique my interest, but I still thought about watching it because Michael
Hmm.
Shannon was in it. This was, I think it was a show on about Waco or something. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
was he David Koresh? Probably the Waco
I
biopic.
don't know if he was David Koresh. I should look that up again because Michael Shannon, I've always felt like he was great in everything I've seen him in. For me, Boardwalk Empire is kind of the standout, but
Oh yes, yes, love that. Yeah, so Michael Shannon, yeah, he was in a Waco miniseries. Yes, it looks like it was on. Looks like it was on.
not Showtime.
No, I'm not seeing on Paramount Network, Showtime. Yeah,
Yeah. I half knew what I was talking
he
about.
was Gary Nestner, I guess apparently one of the FBI men.
Yeah, he didn't really seem like a David Koresh type to me. He's much more. I mean, the G Man, yeah,
Yeah, right.
like in Boardwalk Empire, which was fantastic. Now,
Exactly.
now I kind of want to go
Exactly.
watch Boardwalk Empire.